Hey, don't you have the feeling that the world is going to end soon? I mean, we're hunting and poaching animals ruthlessly to a point that we're driving different species into extinction. Societies are being divided into different groups that can't even tolerate each other. Everybody's so busy working and making money, we barely pay enough attention to each other anymore. On top of that, we like to use advanced technologies to help us catch huge amount of fish from the ocean without thinking about the long-term consequences, but only focus on profits. And that's not even enough. We're trying to fill up the ocean with garbage and lighting it up on fire.
But our planet is so beautiful, and there are so many beautiful and majestic creatures out there, on land, in the ocean, and in the sky, creating the circle of life and making the entire ecosystem functional. There's so much waiting out there for us to explore and understand, but we are dealing with racism, injustice, and inequality. We have progressed, and we are continuing to do so. We have made many mistakes, and we are correcting them, because this is what we always do.
You see, the world is complicated. It's not black and white, it's colorful, it's diverse. But diversity also means complication. The quality of our lives has increased dramatically in recent years. But I also know that famine is still threatening billions of people's lives. People are dying from hunger. They don't even have clean water to drink. Machines are making our modern lives much easier. But to power these machines, we need to use fossil fuel, which is causing all sorts of chain effects that are heating up the planet really rapidly. I see pioneers are exploring space, defying aging, and fighting cancer. But I also know that there are more people suffering from obesity, depression, and anxiety. I know there are many startups striving for innovation, but I also can't ignore that the big tech companies are creating even more problems with the very platforms that were built with the innovation at the very beginning. You can call me bipolar, but the world is not singular, it's multidimensional, and I see it. We face many great challenges right now. It would be nice for all of us to sit down, to work with each other, and to solve all the problems we have. But we're much less patient with each other. We're much less likely to put in effort to understand different opinions and perspectives. But we're more likely to blame others, to cancel others. Maybe it will get better in the future, but a lot of us are addicted to the pretty images and short videos on the internet, which makes us forget to look behind the scenes to understand what is really going on. Behind every environmental issue, there are always complicated problems that require scientists from different disciplines to work with each other to come up with good solutions. Every important scientific breakthrough needs to be communicated effectively to the public, to the audience, because when people know, when people care, things happen faster. So we can solve our problems much sooner. Even though we're all busy with life, with work, with school, all these global issues really matter to every single one of us, because at the end of the day, we're all these little creatures relying on this rocky planet that's floating in the darkness of space. And if this planet gets messed up, guess what? We're all going to suffer. But in order to change this, we need to break some boundaries. And to break boundaries, we need to understand each other. And in my opinion, the best way to understand each other is to communicate by telling stories.
To understand each other, we need stories. We need more stories, and we need better stories. By telling stories, we can change the minds of people, and we can all bring us a little bit closer. Only then could we have a better chance to conserve the jungle, save the oceans, and a better chance at a long-lasting future.
One story at a time, we are going to share with you the amazing stories around the world. And we're willing to travel the world to hunt down these stories for you. To be honest with you, I really wish that you can see the world through your own eyes. But when you are not able to, let us be your eyes. Since 2020, COVID has turned many people's lives upside down, including mine. I still remember vividly how scared I was and the strong feeling of isolation. It is 2021 now. The world is yet to be opened up. And there's a lot of stories waiting to be told. And I think that we should not wait any longer. I know this is not the safest time to travel. There's even a new wave of coronavirus going on, and it seems pretty strong. But in the last year, I think we learned a lot. We're vaccinated, and we're going to take proper precautions along the way. So I think it will be a worthy risk to take. But it's still not going to be easy. That is why we need your help. Our goal is big. We know that. And there's only two of us. As you can see, we are not even physically with each other right now because we have things to take care of. There are many distractions. So if you can help us, that would be really awesome. We don't just want to go fast. We also want to go far. You see, we want to tell the stories of us, but it's not the two of us. It's more us, humanity, people. So no matter who you are, the most direct way that you can help us is actually through Patreon. You can go to the page to check out more details. And also through Patreon, we can give back to you too. But we want people more than money. So if you have a story or an idea or certain skills that you think you can help us with, you should get in contact with us. But if you don't know what you can do, but you really want to help, we'd love to chat with you too, because we're trying to defy status quo instead of creating new ones. And you can be the inspiration that we didn't even know that we needed.
At the end of the day, we only have one planet, and there's so many stories on this planet waiting to be discovered.